Are we
So,
okay? I think we got plugged in, aren't we?
are we ready?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we're about ready to go. Um, okay, let's do this. Let's do
All
it,
right,
my friend. Let's do
let's
it.
do it. It's the Something About Something show with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my very good friend, Mr. Ricky Poe. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing fantastic.
I know you were having some stress there, pizza delivery, kind of countdown going on.
Yes. We were waiting for pizza to arrive, and I don't know that if it has arrived yet or not. But I'll have to eat after the show. So
That's sad. That is sad. Yeah. Oh man, you have a crowd behind you?
yeah, I got a crowd behind me.
Oh, that's pretty good there. So if
Hold on.
Hold
on.
Hey, okay, this is
What do you need?
all right.
Get in here. Okay, you've interrupted the show.
The show. What is going on here? We didn't have the kids yet.
Okay. All right.
The kids popped out.
Oh my gosh.
This is good. This is going to be a great show.
This is going to be a great
This is going to be a great show. I just feel it in my bones.
So if you haven't figured it out,
Yeah.
we do the show. Mike is at his house.
Yes.
In his office.
Yes.
And I am at my house in my office.
Yes.
So, but we live like across town from each other.
Basically. Yeah.
So some of you would go, you live across town from each other. Why don't you just do the show together in the same place?
We have court orders that we can't be around each other. So I had to move to this side of town. Ricky had to move to the other side of town.
Yeah.
Court orders.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Podcast Dog doesn't like me. I don't know. Well, no, Podcast Dog actually does. Manny really likes me. He does. He likes me. It's a little too much sometimes, but I'll leave that there. So, well, looks like we got a couple people watching. Hey guys, definitely comment. Let us know what you think of the show. And as we're talking about stuff, you can, make comments about it. So I told you guys last week we were going to talk a little bit about we've alluded to the fact that Mike and I did this show for about a year. We did 24 episodes, I think it was. Was it 24 episodes?
So, and we had some lost. I mean, some of them we lost.
Some of them are gone forever.
Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Somewhere in the near future, someone will find it and well, there's no intelligent life on Earth.
It will show up in the ether somewhere. So Mike and I did this show for about a year. We actually did it together in studio together. But it was all audio. We did no video, and then we went on hiatus for about a year, and we didn't really tell anybody why. But we've alluded to it a couple of times that was, we've got our lost year. So I told you guys last week that I would explain what happened. So I'm going to be as brief as possible, but just so that you guys kind of know, this is going to let you guys into my life just briefly. So about 14 months ago, my wife got really, really sick. And actually, we celebrated the anniversary yesterday. It has been 1 year since my wife received her total artificial heart. So if you're a techie guy and you're into medical stuff, my wife has a total artificial heart. It's really crazy. But because of everything we were going through, Mike and I just weren't able to connect for about the past year on the show. So once everything kind of settled down, just back in November, we decided, you know what, it's time. Let's kick the show back off. Let's do video. Let's figure things out. So we had taken several months talking about different options, and we had done some practicing. And so we're back. That's the quick story. It's a great deal.
Yeah, new and improve.
Yeah, new and improved show. I got a new and improved wife. I call her my electric wife because I have to plug her in for the total artificial heart.
Yeah.
So, but it's a crazy deal. But that's where we are.
I'm glad that we got this figured out.
I'm glad to be back. I loved doing the show with you. I love doing it again. I think this is even. Although I really like hanging with you in person, I think this is the best that we could get.
I think this is a good. I think this is a really good form. It gives us it's a good format. It gives us a lot of options.
Totally,
and it's a lot easier to be able to manipulate some things behind the scenes. So,
absolutely,
yeah,
like that.
Exactly. So, be a lot difficult. It'd be more difficult if we had it in one of the studios, and because it's just us, So, yeah.
This is really nice. I like it. So you were picking on me about my pizza drama that was at my door a minute ago.
Yeah.
So, but I hear you might have some stupid news about pizza.
I do. I think I do.
It's the stupid news with your host, Mike Dillard.
Yes, sir. So what? Had the pizza come, by the way? Have you had the pizza come in?
The pizza, I think, did actually finally show up.
It did.
And my daughter came in to bring me the change because she felt like I had to have it, even though we had just started the show.
Well, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least she gave it to you.
So talk about pizza.
Oh yeah, man. Do you ever have a situation where pizza man comes and actually you did. The pizza man came and said it was more money than you actually expected.
Yeah, actually he did.
Yeah. And so in this situation, this couple in Magnolia, Texas, authorities received a call from a pizza delivery driver saying that he has been given a bag of drugs instead of money. Yes, right. He was apparently the driver stated upon delivery of the pizza on, I'm not going to mention the street, that he received a bag of meth and $1.86 and change.
I was going with it was going to be weed, but meth?
It's
really?
It's basically it. And get this, it's not only just a bag of weed, but also bag of meth, but also $1.86 on top of that.
Is that his tip?
I don't know. How do you divide up meth? How do you give back change?
How do you make change for meth?
So this guy basically, so basically, deputy noticed that the name on the receipt was a gentleman by the name of David Wood, who they had previously had dealings with. Wood seemed to be heavily under the influence of narcotics when they arrived at the scene. Wood stated that he had given
that.
Yeah, Wood said that he had given the delivery driver $1 and some change. However, he did not remember giving the driver a bag of. You're gonna have me say weed now? Bag of meth. I mean,
Must be out of your damn mind.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And so he stated that he didn't do it on purpose. So give that to him. And
but
he
nice of them.
But this is the guy. He's very reasonable. Sounds like he stated that did not happen on purpose. He said, but he could see how it could have happened. That's a statement to the police. He and his girlfriend showed the deputies a tin box in the room. In that box, they found multiple glass pipes, multiple bags containing prescriptions. I'm sure they have a doctor's prescription on that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Several bags containing meth residue. I don't know if you're surprised or not, but both David Wood and Linda Webster were arrested for drugs and found.
Imagine that.
So, I know. So, just remember when your pizza driver shows up and your daughter doesn't have enough change, don't.
Meth is an option.
Meth is not an option.
Meth is not an option.
No, it's not an option.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh. You got any other stupid news?
I do. This one, I'm in my age. It gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
Put on a pair of pants just because, I'm kind of midsection.
Yeah. Well, with my wife's condition over the last year, I've put on about 50 pounds. So I understand that struggle to, I can't quite fit into the clothes I did a year ago.
But some individuals, when they go shopping, they like to get a really good deal on jeans.
Okay.
And apparently, this young lady from Venezuela.
How good a deal did she get?
She got a really good deal on jeans.
Okay.
And I'm, to introduce, to go any further, let's just go ahead and count how many jeans she was able to get.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
1.
Okay.
2. 3. 4.
Wait, she's wearing all those at the same time?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
5.
Okay, now you're thinking that 5 is probably enough, but apparently she was able to put on
6.
And then she put on
7.
Seriously?
Yes.
8.
One more time.
9.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it?
Nine pairs. Are those are like the pockets all hanging out of all the
pockets? Yeah.
That is
exactly
insane.
Can you believe that?
So this is where we started.
Yes.
How that doesn't look like she's.
I don't know how many. I mean, these are jeans. I mean, like maybe Levi's or something like that. We're not talking about. I know she was.
I can't fit one pair of jeans on, let alone put a second pair on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, she was caught with wearing 8 pairs of jeans, but she actually owned one of them. So, so just so you know, and she was ordered
8 of them.
Yeah, so she was. How would they figure? I guess how would they know? Unless they have a camera in the changing room, how would they know that?
Idea. How do you catch somebody like that?
Apparently, they caught her they caught her, and once they got hold of her, they basically she was ordered to strip them off, and this is that was the video there. After her extreme denim layering, she was forced to whip them out. The video showed a massive. I think about 2.5 million viewers saw this, and it was in Venezuela, in Peru, and that's unbelievable to me.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So that is stupid news.
This has been the Stupid News with your host, Mr. Mike Stiller.
I like how we got the count involved in that.
I know.
It was kind of nice.
You don't always have the count.
Yeah. No, was he Count Dooku? Is that who he was? Count Dooku or Count Chocula? Or that's what I should have had as Count Chocula, huh?
I think he's just Count.
Count.
I don't know. What kind of count is he?
Man, I'm getting this.
Oh, hey, so since we're talking,
yeah, I just see that right now. Okay,
well, okay. So I got a segue for you. Since we're talking about the Count, he's on Sesame Street. The Count was basically a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so crappy segue. New Marvel movie via Sony, because the character is associated with Spider-Man. So it's a Sony movie. So think in the vein of the new Venom movies.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm vaguely excited about this one. I didn't even know it was I had heard rumor about it, but I didn't know it had been cast. I didn't know they had started doing anything. And they released a teaser, and it is Morbius, the living vampire.
Really?
Do you know this character at all?
I'm not familiar.
So the deal is Morbius, he's not a traditional vampire. He's not I got bit by a vampire bat and I turned into a vampire and now I bite people and they turn into vampires. It's not that
Which
kind of
happens
vampire.
a lot.
It does happen a lot.
Yeah.
So the backstory here on Morbius is, and I don't know how much of this, I think they're going to play it up in the movie. I'm just not sure how much they're going to play it up. But the Morbius story basically is he had some disease and he was doing scientific experiments on himself to cure the disease.
Okay.
And what he came up with is he turned himself into this living vampire. So
basically he infected himself?
Kind of, basically. Yeah. So it's kind of it's a different story. A bit of an anti-hero. So we get the Venom kind of vibe. It could turn into some interesting things if Sony brought in a couple of more of these random people from the Spider-Man universe. They could have some interesting crossover stuff later.
Now, is Spider-Man in this picture as well, or is this focused on him?
Okay, so I watched the teaser and they didn't show Spider-Man. However, to tie it into the universe, they did show Michael Keaton as from the Vulture. Vulture in the first the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just a quick glance of the Morbius character walking past Michael Keaton, and I didn't say this. Morbius is getting played by Jared Leto.
Really?
Which I think is a brilliant.
I think that would be
brilliant casting for this particular character.
Yeah, for this part, yes.
Yeah,
I was not a fan of the Joker.
No, I wasn't a fan of his Joker.
No.
But I think Jared Leto's a great actor.
I think so too. I
think this could be a great one for him.
I think so too. Well, talking about Marvel, let's go ahead and talk about our Marvel segment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go there. So I know I had that other thing, but let's just do this.
The new Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show.
Yeah, I've been doing some research on that, and because we were talking about last week how, or maybe the week before that, about Disney Plus,
right?
Mandalorian. It's off until till the fall. Till the fall. So we were talking about, Disney needs to start pumping out some new series.
Right.
Because I think a lot of people, they're going to subscribe mainly because they want new content, new fresh content.
Right.
And so I know we talked about how there was going to be some talks about Obi-Wan.
Right.
I don't know if that's in production or not right now. But I came across this articles that actually had for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they actually had some photos out on set. And if you want to show a couple of those.
Oh yeah. Set photos.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his tongue. I don't know. It's almost like he's trying to, bring me in. He's to look at me.
I can't even do that. I don't know what to do, but that's weird.
Yeah, because it didn't even look like.
Okay, now who's this supposed to be?
This right here, and remember Sharon Carter?
Oh yeah.
This is
Sharon Carter.
This is Sharon Carter, and
very cool.
Oh, let me see her name.
Same actress from the movies.
Same actress from the movies, and I'm gonna beat myself because I know that. You're gonna have to help me out here because I want to give her some props here. Oh, yes, right.
Emily Van Camp.
Yeah, Emily Van Camp. And so she's reprising her role in this series.
Very cool.
And you know who she's related to. She is Peggy Carter's
Peggy Carter's niece.
Great niece.
Great niece?
Great niece.
She's great. She's a niece.
Well, let's see here. I had something from the good old.
Oh, wait. There was this.
Yeah, this is the thing that kind of gets me.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah, that's awkward.
That's awkward now.
Yes. So
for those of you who haven't seen the Infinity Saga ending, spoiler alert there, that this becomes awkward now.
Yes.
Because of this.
Exactly. She played Agent 13 in S.H.I.E.L.D. and she played, I guess, undercover as the nurse.
Yeah.
That was watching over, I guess, was keeping an eye on Mr. Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And so I didn't realize, I knew that they were going to do a series. I knew they were going to have the main two actors, Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, but I didn't realize they were going to bring in Emily Van Camp into that. Did you know that by any chance? Or
I'm not sure if I knew that or not. I'm really glad they kept the actress.
Yes,
because I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, she's really. Yeah, I think it's funny though, that gets me, because if you look online, they classified her as a love interest for Steve Rogers. and then of course, I mean, come on folks, if you hadn't seen the last Marvel movie, okay, I'm not going to feel bad about spoiling it.
No.
Okay. So, but he goes back into time. And
going back in time. Sorry.
That was great. And so he ends up going back to his love, Peggy Carter. They marry, and
so that becomes a little awkward at that point.
Now, but we have two theories. You have a theory about this.
Well, I mean, it's awkward, but because of the way Marvel deals with time, it's almost not awkward, because they're almost not the same person.
Sock it to me here.
Just that idea of when you change something in the past, you diverge into a new timeline. So it's almost like he never kissed the Susan Carter that is now his niece. He kissed a Susan Carter that was never his niece.
Okay.
Sharon Carter. Sorry. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's super weird and convoluted. I don't like that version of time travel. I don't like Marvel time travel, but part of the reason is because I have a theory about time travel that nobody likes.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, so
tell me, since you opened up that Pandora box, go ahead.
So here's my personal take on time travel.
Okay, tell me.
If we could do it,
mm-hmm.
If we could go back into, this only relates to back in time. If we could go back in time, if I went back in time, I would then have been part of history. So I, by default, cannot change history. Anything I do while I'm back in time actually happened in history, and it was supposed to happen. So I can't accidentally shoot my father and not be born.
Okay, so you're telling me if you go back in time, and let's say you take one of the most evil men in the world and you shoot Hitler.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot Hitler.
That's my goal. Let's go for the gusto. Let's go for the gusto here.
Go for the big one. This is the epitome of every time travel movie discussion ever.
Yes.
Go back in time and kill Hitler.
Yes.
Here's my take on time travel.
Mm-hmm.
If you were there, whatever we know now as history is what happened.
Yes.
So I take a gun to go kill Hitler.
Yes.
I am going to fail Unless
someone
I have
just
to kill him.
I'm imagining someone just getting on and watching us now, and you just made that statement. That's yeah.
So I would fail to kill Hitler unless I just happen to be the guy in the bunker where he actually did die.
You're telling me there is no way.
There's no way for me to go back and kill baby Hitler. I would have failed in some way. Otherwise, Hitler would have died as a baby in our history.
Now we're going to baby Hitler now.
Baby Hitler.
We went from Hitler, maybe when he was an artist, to baby Hitler.
Yeah, baby Hitler.
So
I think
people just left. People just left right now.
I have bored everybody to death.
No, this was very interesting. I mean,
since everybody is now bored of time travel, talking about baby Hitler, the crappy segue, baby Yoda.
Hey, we had somebody. Hey, hello, Matthew.
Hey guys.
Oh, see, that's right.
Tell that to Kyle and Sarah. See, that's a different. They have a whole different take on time travel. But so since everybody's bored of time travel, we talked about baby Hitler. So baby Yoda,
baby Hitler. I want to see a YouTube video of them two fighting with lifesavers. That's what I want to see.
Have you heard the latest about baby Yoda?
No, I have not.
I'm just telling you, Build-A-Bear is about to have a bunch of middle-aged nerds show up to build a baby Yoda. Build-A-Bear has introduced a baby Yoda, or is about to. It's a thing.
So basically, you only have grown men like me going in and saying, "This is for my son."
Like to build a baby Yoda.
I'm build a baby Yoda, and it's for my
That's
son.
Not creepy at all.
That's not creepy. You're not going to be on a watch list at every little, at every little Build-A-Bear in town.
Yes. It's so
mall cops at every Build-A-Bear, and they'll see you and they say, "No, sir, you can't go in there. You have a court order against you to be at least 20 feet away from a Build-A-Bear."
Oh my gosh. That's so I'm just envisioning a bunch of guys in Build-A-Bear being awkward and weird.
Can you imagine?
It's going to be creepy.
Can you imagine? Because a lot of times there's, young ladies behind the counter at the Build-A-Bear,
Yes.
Teenage kids working part-time.
Yeah.
They need to have security there. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, I agree.
I
agree.
It's not right. It is not right at all.
Well, so speaking of new things,
how do you go from Build-A-Bear to new things? Okay,
well, it's a new thing, and you have some news about some new things, right?
Yeah, I know.
Last week. We talked a little bit about CES, and you've got some other CES things that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring any. I mean, I wasn't looking for it, I just came across it, and then I saw it, and I thought,
I wasn't looking for Rollbot, but now I want one. Just saying.
Well, this first one from CVS. CVS. Yeah, you can get it at your local CVS when you get your medication for meth.
CVS,
and
this is not exactly CVS, but this is super annoying.
Yeah.
So I lost my glasses this week.
Yeah.
So these are my old glasses, and they don't have the anti-reflective coating. So you can see my monitors and my eyeballs. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so you got these things. What the heck is that? What is that?
They're Tokyo based. It's they call the Lovit. Lovot. Lovot is the name of it. It's from Groove X, Tokyo based company. It's showing off its Lobots. That's right. Lobots. Like robots, but they're no. Here I am. I'm getting it in. Lobots.
Wait, what?
Lobots. So it's LOVOT. Lobots. Robots. Lobot robots. Say that 5 times. Robots, pals.
What exactly are they for?
I'm going to try to say this again because this is funny within itself. GrooveX is showing off its robots piles at the unveiling at CES. They said these furry creatures are packed with tech. They have 50 sensors, a 360 degrees half sphere camera, a microphone, a thermal camera that's disguising humans from objects. This is Terminator stuff right here.
What?
And
yeah, speaking of,
and yeah, just that's right. I have a thermal camera that distinguish humans from objects.
okay,
It's supposed to help these lobots act more like humans.
what? Why do they exist though?
These robots even recognize stimulation. It laughs when it's tickled. It's happy when it's caressed. And the cutest part of is they say is the various outfits that you can buy for these lobots.
I noticed one of them had a shirt on.
Yeah, it has plaid.
Yeah, his little lumberjack shirt.
Yeah.
So, are you telling me these are like emotional support robots?
I guess it could be, but you're going to have
Why do they exist? What is the purpose of them?
But you're really going to need some emotional support when you have to lay down $3,000.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that doesn't include the outfits. I mean, the outfit's a whole different thing.
Oh man, if I'm paying $3,000 for my robot, it better stinking come with a shirt and a pair of pants.
It better be a chauffeur. It better drive me around town.
I was gonna say it better buy me dinner afterwards.
It better go and pick up my fast food. Go in the backyard and shovel up the podcast dog's poop back there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, this is interesting. It's called it's called the iCuddle, and it's weird. It's for cat owners who don't like cleaning the litter, and so so iCuddle has
every cat owner.
Yeah, they've. I mean, I'm sure everyone. I'm sure there's some people that love doing it. It's
nobody loves cleaning up after cat litter.
No,
it's nasty.
No, that's why we don't have one. But this tech fuel litter cleans itself. Basically, you put the kitty poop in there. It cleans itself. It dumps it into a bag that you can discard. It also has a feature that kind of a deodorizing system. Right now, it's a Kickstarter campaign, and they're trying to raise more than 1 million right now.
Wow!
Actually, they raised more than 1 million.
They did.
Yeah,
Wow! People love their cats.
That or they don't like
their litter.
Hate cat poop.
Oh my gosh!
So
wow, that's insane.
I mean,
so
it's kind of
like climbs through that hole and poop does his business. Is that it?
That's it. I mean, the kitty goes in the hole, and what if the kitty gets stuck in a hole? Because I've seen some fat cats. What do you do then? Do you have do they have a stick? I mean, a safe stick. Not, I don't want anybody PETA calling me or anything, but poke the cat through the hole.
Pull the cat out of the hole.
Out. It's kind of a miniature car wash for cats.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so to the next one, please.
What's the next one?
This one is called the Intra. Oh my, Muse Z, Intra Exxon. Oh, Intra Exxon Muse Z, and apparently it's tech that help you meditate. Basically, there's a smartphone app, which basically is a proper app called Calm. Basically, meet Muse. Basically, it's kind of a headband. It promotes technology enhanced meditation. Yes, it claims to provide real time feedback based on brain activity to make meditation easier. They say the new product feature, Go to Sleep Journey, is the name of it.
Okay.
They said it pairs with personalized music to help you fall asleep. It sells for $350.
I think I can go to sleep for free.
I take Tylenol PM, so that helps.
It's a little cheaper than $350.
Yeah, and I don't need to meditate. I just need to go to sleep. Now, this one right here is a fun little thing. It's called it's called I wish I would have had these names on here. Can you help me pronounce them? Because I don't. Who made up these? And let's do the spelling here. Langulis inupathy. Inupathy.
It must be French.
Langulis inupathy.
Okay.
There is. It's almost like language, but langulis inupathy.
Okay.
Anyway,
So what's it for?
Let's say apparently they say it's of course in Japan. So here we go. Hold on, folks.
Okay.
It's kind of the
stuff.
Yes, it's basically straight out of Dr. Doolittle. Basically,
Talk to my dog.
Has developed. Oh, it's Inpathy. That's the name, Inupathy, and the name of the company is Langulis. So anyway, it's a device worn by animals.
Okay.
That is able to analyze.
So you put it on a real dog, not a toy dog like this one.
Yes. Yeah. No, this. Yeah. At first, I thought it was selling a toy dog when I saw it, but actually, what it is, it is a little code or a little device that you put on your dog.
Yeah. Okay.
And it analyzes their feelings based on their heart rate.
Okay.
The hardware shines 5 colors that demonstrates different emotions: relaxed, excited, happy, interested, or stress. This product, this product will give you a new awareness about the daily small messages from your dog as joy
I feel like I pretty much know what the dog is feeling based on the sounds they're making, and what their tail is doing.
Yes, and whether or not my dog tore up my trash can.
This sounds like a story.
Yeah, usually Manny, the podcast dog, he's a big brown dog. He's not with me. I have photos of him. And normally we call him Manfred Alexander Schilling because he has to have a formal name. That's his Christian name, Manfred. And apparently when I was with him, I call it a place I work for is off during Christmas break. So he got used to me being home with him for 2 weeks. I left. He was not happy. I came home and the lid was ripped, and so now he's much better now as an addict, but
I'm much better now.
But there's a new thing with Manny is that, or it has been, is when me and my wife wants to go out to eat, we usually won't come straight home. We have to meet, or if one of us are home and the other one gets off work, we do what we call a ninja, which basically means a ninja is when one of your spouses drive up, you look and make sure the dog doesn't see you, and you run out, jump in the car, and go. Because the problem is, and it really doesn't, and the problem is that he's okay with us going to work. Okay. But once we come back to work, we're there to stay.
Once you come home, he wants you to stay home.
Yeah. If we leave, then it's fair game. It's fair game. So there's several things that we put locked up before we go somewhere. And we have this code called Crazy Eye. And if we're going to go get something to Brahms or some place to get ice cream and he has crazy eyes, he's coming with us.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, and let's go with the last one here. Get that.
Oh, we got one more?
Yeah, it's Envision Body.
Oh, sorry.
Not Envision Body, but that's okay. It was my fault. It's anyway, this is certainly one way to
wait, what?
Yeah, it's Envision Body. It's basically it uses augmented reality to show people what they would look like with less weight or more muscle mass. The campaign basically it's all about motivation and I guess they're gonna. Looks like something they would sell for gyms or weight loss.
So it shows you what you could look like.
Yeah. So look at the guy, and then look at the guy he's looking at.
Okay.
I mean, that would be motivation. But you know what I'd rather have is that they LASIK my eyes.
Yeah.
Where every time I look in the mirror, that's what I see.
There you go. Well, I'm just seeing, like, if this is like photorealistic,
yeah,
this is like every dating app's nightmare.
Oh yeah.
You can just take a quick photo of what you look like.
Oh, Tinder goes out of Tinder would go out of business. Tinder would go out of business.
You don't quite look like your photo.
No, you don't. Oh, wow. This next one is kind of neat. This one that you showed a minute ago, it's called a Pix backpack.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of neat. It's
like a light bright for your backpack. What the heck is that?
Yeah, this one is really doesn't fall under crazy. I think it's kind of cool. It's a novel idea that basically, the young kids, especially young kids, you can LED backpack, you can design it, basically with software, display images.
So LED, so you can change it at will.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of
that's awesome.
Don't remind me kind of a nightlight, light bright.
Light bright,
yeah, but you're not. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
I think so. It basically the backpack syncs. Oh, this is cool. The backpack syncs with the smartphone app, and so you design it on the app. And this is really cool. And the nice thing about it, you think about it, your kids, it stays visible in a crowded place during the night. It sells for It sells for $259. It's expensive.
That's an expensive backpack.
But you think about it, the technology involved in that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty slick, though. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. The rest of them I don't know about, especially the pooper scooper, especially the Lobots. I am not going to get that right. Lobots.
Oh my gosh. So speaking of technology, there was one other thing last week we promised we were going to do this week.
Yes, and I had warning from my friend Jason Hamilton, who basically is our resident a Nintendo expert. He's well, you go ahead and explain your dilemma, Mr. Ricky Pope.
So a couple of weeks ago, my in-laws were in town and their kids brought over a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, we played some games on it. It was pretty cool. We've had a Wii. I'm not a gamer, meaning in that sense. I play WoW, World of Warcraft on my big machine. Mm-hmm. But so I'm not a PS4 guy. I'm not a Xbox guy. But we've had a Nintendo off and on. So I've been considering a Switch, and I asked the question last week: why should I buy a Switch? And one of our viewers said, "Hey, I'll tell you why." And so he put together some stuff for us, right?
Yeah, he did. Man, a lot of stuff.
So the Nintendo Switch.
Right here is the Nintendo Switch, and he was just talking about one of the standard advantages over the PC gaming. It guarantees when you buy a game for the Switch, it will work on the console. He's kind of looking through some of the stuff he has. He was talking about how the full power of the console system you can easily travel with you. So the nice thing about it is that you're able to take the screen out. I mean, actually, you can take the whole thing. I think he talks about how they put kits in there. He says the graphics quality renders at 720p. And he said, but kind of down to some of the things that kind of what you're looking at here. And he told me to take liberty at looking some of the stuff. If you look on there, this is the accessories.
This is kind of everything that comes with
everything that comes with. I'm going to pull this. I'm going to mention this before, in case anybody out there who's watching or going to watch it eventually, looking at buying a Switch, go back to the original photo.
Yep.
Okay. Now this This is the original Switch. During the holidays, they were pushing. Go ahead and show the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pushing this one, and you're thinking, man, that's a really good deal. But during the holidays, it was cheaper than the previous one we just saw. The reason is the Mario Kart Deluxe package. Actually, they were trying to get rid of an older model.
Oh, so this is an older model version.
Yeah, it's an older model, and it had less battery life.
Oh,
I mean, basically
so they're throwing in a game trying to get rid of old stock.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So
interesting.
Yeah, so be careful.
So if I'm going to get one, I want this one.
Yeah, there is actually a number that you want to be careful when you buy, and it should say, yeah, right there. It's HAC-001-01.
Okay.
Yeah, and
so
that is
the -01.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Okay.
I mean, it's the prices now, and you were telling me during research the prices were hardly anything different from the prices. I mean, basically, you can still,
when I saw packages like this,
yeah,
it was actually like $2 cheaper to just buy the game separately and buy that. It's like, what? I thought it was supposed to be cheaper when you bought both together, but they just aren't right now.
I think one of Jason's biggest things, and I'm not really going to get into the tech of it because I think this is probably I think this is the main reason. The nature of a Switch appeals, to a broad people, gamers. This is probably the first Nintendo that has some, I don't know, some somewhat hardcore games, like Doom and stuff like that. But really, if you think, it really focuses on family, non-gamers alike.
Yeah.
Classic Nintendo releases, Mario Party, Mario Brothers. You have new games like the Cooking Mama, Lego games. But the big thing,
my daughters loved Cooking Mama back in the day.
The nice thing about it comes with 2 controllers already.
Yeah. So what else do I need to get if I get one, do I need to buy anything extra?
Well, there's a couple of things, and I'm kind of looking over some of the stuff that he has on here. From the research I was doing, go ahead and go to the. Go ahead and go to the next one, whatever the other. I would definitely get and he suggests getting an SD card.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be a Nintendo brand.
Okay.
You can.
It just has to be one of the fast ones, right?
It just has to be one of the fast ones. The micro SD XC. I think it's UHS 1 memory card.
Okay.
That's not a bad price. 128 gigabytes on there.
$25. That's actually, even though that it's a Nintendo one, that's probably about the right price.
Yeah.
It might be $1 more than the one that doesn't have Nintendo's name on it.
So it's 256 gigabytes. That's like 52, right? 52.99 it looks like on there.
Oh yeah, the 256 is.
Yeah. But what? But now let's see, and if you're gonna play, if you're gonna have like the big thing about one thing Jason mentions is the Switch is it's a fun party game. The family involved and you can play. And if you think about it, I mean, it comes with 2, so you have 2 people, and of course, do the math. If you want to have 2 more people to play, then you need to buy another set.
Right.
And Amazon has it around $66.99. They have the Neo colors here. They call them Joy-Con colors.
Oh yeah.
They have one that's, I think, either gray or black. But yeah, so I think the big things would be the SD card.
Yeah.
And the other controllers.
Extra controllers.
Yeah. And these right here actually are just add-ons. These are, and you don't have to. I have Fast Snail controller chargers for Nintendo, but there are tons of different off-brands So basically, they're just charging stands for your controllers.
So these three things are really the main thing I want to have.
Yeah, and that's and go to the one previously. Oh, that's that one right there. Yeah, it's not
that's toaster.
That's the one I want. And if you're not a fan of toasters, you can go with the next model.
Hold on.
The next model is
the waffle.
Is the waffle.
Why does that exist?
I don't know, but it's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
But if you look on the bottom, they actually have a Pro controller, and it looks like a controller that you would have like for the Xbox 360. And
like right there.
Yeah, right there. So, and those are for more people if they're going to play more like, I guess, first-person shooters.
Gotcha.
Those kind of titles. Yeah. So
less of the party game stuff.
One thing Jason says is important: do not get the Switch Lite. It's a light version.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
He said it
don't come off, right?
Yeah, he says it's just a glorified 3DS. It's not a console. He said, again, his do get additional Joy-Cons when you can. Just what we talked about. Okay. He suggests getting a small travel case eventually for the Switch. That way you can take it along to different places, kind of like what your family probably did when they come over.
Yeah.
Some other things you might think of, a screen protector. He's a big fan of what they call dbrand at dbrand.com. He's tried a ton of different screen protectors, and he said this one was absolutely best. He said he had hardly any issues with bubbles on the screens.
Okay.
And then he mentions, for those times that you want to, hey, David, how you doing, sir? And he mentioned that the full controllers are basically, again, if that's something you want to do, it's mainly for, for first-person shooters and stuff like that.
More hardcore gaming.
Now, he said he was talking about
the Zelda games and stuff like that.
Yeah, Jason was mentioning as far as SD cards. He said he hasn't personally done this, but he said you can get multiple SD cards to save games onto.
Oh, okay.
He said that way, if you find that one card is filling up, instead of deleting the saved games and files, you can just simply get another card, mark it, and swap it out. So,
gotcha.
Because basically because Nintendo's trying to do kind of a download games and stuff like that. You still buy.
Yeah. I actually, one of the games that we were playing, we played a game from a thing called Jackbox.
Yeah.
And I found out it was a download only kind of game. And I was like, that's kind of cool. That's something they kind of started with the Wii. They had, you could download old games. Like I had the old Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Yeah.
You could download to the Wii.
Well, they have one that actually Jason brought with him at work, and it was a game called Heave Ho.
Oh yeah,
called Heave Ho. You definitely want four people to play.
Okay.
It's basically a team building game or a team tearing down game. Yeah, either way. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, but it's really a fun game. I think that within itself, it's a $10 game that you can download, and I think that game within itself is worth getting. Personally, when I was playing it, I thought, okay, this would be the reason I would buy this game, and it's just a silly game. You look at it, you're thinking, would you really buy a console for this? And I don't know if this is really, it really speaks for people who want to be in the same room, couch co-op, you can play up to 4 people. I think this is much better than what Nintendo came up with when they did the Wii.
Yeah.
I like the idea that how on the Switch you have a tablet
Yeah.
And they do have an online service, and I've heard that it's not very good. They have a subscription of an online service where you can play against people, but you're better off just basically, my personal opinion, you're just better off to either play solo or play in a room with a bunch of people.
Okay.
Because I've heard that it hasn't been might have to give it time, but their strong suit has never been online gaming.
Right.
And so
it's definitely been family friendly, gather everybody together and goof off kind of gaming.
Well, a lot of people, I was reading, were wondering, well, why would you buy a Switch now? You have you have two other consoles that's more powerful. But if you think about it, PS5 and the Xbox X Series would be competing, I don't know, the end of 2020.
Right.
And so, Nintendo, they're not really looking to do anything else for a while. So,
right.
But, Nintendo markets a specific genre, a specific group of people.
Yep.
And you have,
I am their target audience.
But
the family guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have these
guy that doesn't play hardcore games.
But then you have these Nintendo fans who love, Zelda, games like that. I mean,
I'm a Zelda fan.
Yeah.
I played Ocarina of Time on my N64 hours and hours. My friend and I would get together on Sunday afternoons. We'd have lunch after church, and then we would play for hours and hours. And my wife would take a nap on the couch.
It's a pretty cool. It's really a pretty cool device, pretty cool tech.
Yeah.
From my conversations with Jason and just looking at his suggestions, he highly recommends the Switch, especially concerning family.
Okay.
He's financially too. He talked about games can run from $20 to $60.
Yeah.
But so
no matter what you buy, this is all a trick to get you to spend more money on games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look about it. Let's say, you look on Amazon and you start adding to that cart.
Yeah.
The Switch $299, and then you got the Joy-Con controllers. Okay. That's $66, $69. Then you have the SD card, which can be $20, $25, depending on what you want to do there.
Right.
And then, okay, so that's kind of like, okay, I got to have these. And then you start looking at, okay, well, it'd be nice to have some chargers. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, why don't I go ahead and get like a pro controller so I can go ahead and maybe play some different games. It feels better with the controller. So it's like anything else. I mean, you can at least easily spend up to $800, $900 if you.
Wow.
I mean, but I think what you get in the beginning is a pretty good deal.
Okay.
But again, Jason, he is the expert. I wish he was here tonight. Jason, you let me down. He told me he had
Jason.
He told me he promised his wife that he would go out to have dinner with, promised to meet her for dinner. And I said, where's your priorities?
Exactly.
SAS is your priority.
That's right.
So give it up. So I don't know. You tell me. You are looking.
Well, I tell you what, I will make a decision this week, and I'll let everybody know next week.
I think that's a good idea. I think
join us next week to find out if I bought a Switch or not.
Talking about a cliffhanger. I mean, that's the
crappiest cliffhanger ever.
That's a cliffhanger. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
there you go.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So,
we got another comment.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we already did. We're about to wrap up. Actually, we do need to wrap up, man.
Yeah, we need to do that.
It's almost an hour-long show tonight.
Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, David. I miss you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for popping in. We will have our video entire content. It will be on the SAS Facebook, which is something about something. What is it? Like / there it is right there. There it is.
At SAS Nerds.
Yes,
Nerd.
sir.
At
So
SAS
you can see the whole video on something about something's Facebook page
and on our YouTube channel.
On YouTube. Yes. Hello, Marcy. I'm sorry. Marcy. It's been a long night. That's nice.
Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. Yes. Yeah, these two people, yeah, they got me through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you think I was bad now. Yeah. So, love you guys. I don't know. What do you think? You think
I think we're done. I think we need to wrap it up.
Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody for joining, and please, subscribe, like, follow, whatever you do on, whatever you do on social media. Check us out every Wednesday. What time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Central time.
That's right. And this is, what's that?
Central U.S. time.
Central
Just
US
in case
time.
we have somebody watching from outside the country.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, man, let's just call it quits.
All right, let's do it. This has been the Something About Something show with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my good friend, Mr. Ricky Pope. Thank you for joining us. I hope we get to see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central.
See you then.
Okay, are we done yet? Can I go home? I guess I'm already home.